What's up guys, and welcome back to the Hack Spot. Now I can't say just how many questions I've been getting regarding whether you should upgrade to the iPhone 7. Many people have been asking me this question, so I thought I would personally address that in this one video, help you decide whether to upgrade. So guys, definitely be sure to share this video because a bunch of people are wondering whether they should upgrade to the iPhone 7 or not. It is the big question. Should you upgrade? Alright, so to start with, let me just get this off my chest. The iPhone 7 is more like a new version of the iPhone 6s. So instead of calling it the iPhone 7, I would more call it the what comes after S. The iPhone 6T is more like it. But I'm not saying it's a bad phone. This phone is going to be killer. Killer Keemstar will love it. But anyways, so why would I call it the iPhone 6T? Well, that is because of the design. The design hasn't changed very much from the 6S. It basically still looks the same. The changes are very, very minimal. I mean, here's everything that's new. So basically, on the back, they have removed the antennas. So they kind of wrap around the side, which does look a lot better. That was a huge pet peeve of mine on the iPhone 6 and 6S. The antennas on the back, it looked like someone just put nail polish right there. So Apple has fixed that issue. Now on top of that, there are two new colors. That is a jet black color, which is basically glossy black. And there's also a matte black color that is just called black. I think they both look fantastic. They both look very, very stealthy and sexy and gorgeous. But here's a problem. The gloss black or jet black is going to be very, very prone to scratches. And Apple even mentions that on their website. Also, because it has a glossy surface, it's probably going to have more fingerprints on the back. But if you keep it clean, it is going to look super sleek. Now, aside from those two, the only thing that's also different when it comes to the design is the camera on the back of the iPhone 7 Plus. There's a dual lens camera on the 7 Plus, so the camera is bigger. It's more of a oval shape, and with this you can zoom in. You have optical zoom, so you can still zoom in and get a very, very clear photo. But again, this dual lens feature is only going to be on the iPhone 7 Plus model. So guys, if you want a complete new design, then you might want to hold off until the iPhone 8. But moving on, let's talk about speed. I mean, everyone wants a fast phone. The iPhone 6s is already blazing fast. It still beats the Note 7 and Samsung Galaxy S7 in speed tests. So the iPhone 7 is going to be a powerhouse. But are you going to need that extra power? Right now, the iPhone 6s and even the 6 for that matter handle any task you throw at it like champs. So unless they release more intensive applications, you won't really need or notice the new power of the iPhone 7. Even for me right now, I can't really notice that much of a performance gap between the iPhone 6 and 6s. I mean, loading games is a little bit faster, but regular apps, they open about the same speed, and unless you have both phones side by side, you won't really notice the performance increase. So I think the same could be said for the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 6s. Yes, it is going to be more powerful, but will you notice a change from day-to-day usage? That is still to be determined, and I am going to be running a speed test between the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 6s, so make sure that you get subscribed to be notified when that happens. Moreover, the display. Now, unfortunately, the iPhone still does not have a LED display, so the screen still looks about the same as the iPhone 6s. The colors are going to be a little bit more vibrant. It's going to have a wider color gamut, but overall, it is going to be very, very similar to the iPhone 6s. Some people might not even notice a difference between the two. Now, new features. This is a big part of new iPhones, of course. So on the iPhone 7, what are you getting if you upgrade? Well, first off, a capacitive home button that will kind of vibrate just like the MacBook, so it feels like a click, but it's not actually a click. I'm going to be making videos on that. I'm very interested to see how it will feel, but it's not going to be a physical button anymore. So you can now force touch your home button, and there's going to be a whole new world of possibilities with that. Also, again, better camera is going to perform a lot better in low light conditions. That was another huge gripe of mine between the iPhone 6s and 6. They didn't really do well in low light conditions, but now that is going to change with the iPhone 7. Also, another feature, or a lack of a feature I should say, is that the iPhone 7 is not going to have a headphone jack. It is 100% confirmed, and yeah, so if you want to keep your headphone jack, do not upgrade. I mean, Apple does have these new wireless AirPods, but those are really expensive, and let's be honest, you will lose these real quick, or they can just fall out of your ear, and there you go, you have to buy a new pair. Fortunately though, Apple is going to be including a pair of lightning earpods in the box. Of course, they are going to be wired, but personally, I think that's the way to go. You don't have to worry about charging. It's just plug and play. Now, many people buy new iPhones every year because there's a cool factor to it. I mean, it's just cool to own the newest and latest iPhone. You can show it off to your friends and just be like, look, I got the iPhone 7. Look at this jewel. It's like you become a whole new person by owning the new iPhone. It's a big thing. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention this, but Apple is going to be including an adapter for headphones inside the box of the iPhone 7, so you can still use your old headphones. So it's really up to you whether you want to upgrade. If you upgrade from the iPhone 6 to the iPhone 7, you will notice a big performance increase, and plus you will also notice that you have 3D touch. So that's going to be even more new features, which is cool. If you're on the iPhone 5 or 5S or 4 or below, definitely upgrade. And by the way, if you're on any Android phone, upgrade. I'm just kidding. But really, guys, it comes down to if you want a complete new phone that feels like a completely different phone from any other iPhone, hold off until the iPhone 8. Because again, right now, it still looks very similar to the iPhone 6S. It's not really thinner, but it is going to be much more powerful. Again, Apple advertised that there's going to be console-like gaming on the iPhone 7. Oh, and did I mention that you get more battery life on the iPhone 7? With the new quad-core processor, 2 of the cores are going to be powerhouse cores for gaming and very intensive applications. The other 2 are going to be efficiency cores, so for apps like a calculator app, or weather app, or phone app, they don't need that much to run. So the iPhone 7 will switch between these 2 cores and thus save battery. They say that on the iPhone 7 Plus, you will get 1 more hour than on the iPhone 6S Plus. And on the iPhone 7, you will get even more battery life as compared to the iPhone 6S. So that is definitely very cool. But again, guys, it's totally up to you whether you want to upgrade. Now, the pricing is the same as the iPhone 6S, except you will get more storage for your money. So the new storage configurations are 32 gigabytes, 128 gigabytes, and 256 gigabytes. Alright, guys, so hopefully I helped you in a decision in whether you want to upgrade your iPhone 6S or 6 or whatever you have to the iPhone 7. Let me know down below in the comments if you will be upgrading. I already pre-ordered my iPhone 7. I'm going to have tons of videos on that, so stay tuned. Make sure that you get subscribed so you won't miss out on a single video I upload. There's some very exciting and useful stuff. Anyways, guys, please hit that like button. It is much appreciated, and I'll catch you guys real soon in my next video. Peace out.
Yeah.